lot of people come in expecting that result through non-surgical treatments, obviously.
Okay.
Similar with body transformations in sense of curviness. You're never going to get that same result. You're never going to get the same result. You're never going to get that belly button, that circle belly button. Like, unfortunately not. It's always going to be sad face belly button. Yeah. Truthfully honest. That's
sad
what we
face,
say.
I love that.
Like, bum's never going to be that round, unfortunately.
Hey guys, and welcome back to the PLC Pod. I'm your host, Crystal. It's officially the second week of January, so how are we? How are we feeling? So let's get straight into it. I'm especially excited about today's episode because we have a really, really special guest. I'm joined by the lovely Diana, who's a senior aesthetic practitioner and trainer. She works directly with clients every single day and also trains other practitioners. So she brings a really unique and valuable perspective. Hey Diana, how are you today?
Hi, I'm well. How are you?
I'm great, thanks. Lovely to have you here.
So excited to be here.
So could you give us a quick introduction to who you are and explain a little bit about what is it you exactly do?
So my name's Diana. Started off just as a standard practitioner like we all do, and I've worked my way up to being a senior skin specialist and now also a trainer. So I like to teach the other girls how to do the treatments and so forth.
Lovely. And do you enjoy it?
I love it.
Yeah.
Would not think about doing a different career. This is the best thing.
Oh, amazing. And before working in this industry, did you know much about treatments and like lasers or anything you just mentioned at all?
Nothing.
Because I do wonder, us, like we work within the industry, but before stepping into this sector, I knew nothing about nothing.
Same.
So I can imagine how confusing it must be too.
Oh yeah, definitely. And then when you actually start looking into it, you don't realise how much there is.
Yeah.
Or like it's like a black hole. Once you're in, you're sucked in.
Yeah.
There's no coming out.
Yeah, and that is something I do want to touch on a bit later in the episode. So in terms of what you see people coming into clinic to treat, what do you see the most?
So I find right now the trend is more like cellulite.
Okay.
Is quite popular. Recently, I feel like I'm doing a lot more of those treatments. But then you do have just your general laser hair removal is still the number one. Now people are looking at it like the whole package. You know, like they want to come in more like treatment plan, looking at multiple different treatments in that sort of sense.
Okay, so essentially you think over the course of like 3 to 4 years, people will come in with maybe one problem. They want to focus on that one problem, and now full body transformations.
Definitely. I think in general a lot of people are looking more into the natural side of things, so less surgical route and more kind of naturally improving themselves, or away from more like fillers and that sort of things to now doing it like the skin actually boosting instead.
Oh, fine. And does that interest you or surprise you at all?
Definitely.
Yeah. And do people ever come in referencing like TikTok or Instagram? In terms of like phrases, trends, or do they ever show something like I saw this and I want this?
Yeah.
Does that happen a lot? Have you seen that?
Yeah, you get a lot of people coming in and they will show you videos of a different treatment being done and wanting something very similar, wanting the outcome that certain treatments do, or just in general you just see the trends.
Yeah, a few things that spring to mind just speaking about this. One will be lemon bottle fat dissolving. That was crazy.
That was a time. That was definitely
so I'd love to hear your thoughts on that. And also maybe like preventative treatments, baby Botox, that sort of thing. I would love to know more about that and like how you saw the influx of that, maybe in consultations. I'm not sure exactly how it works.
Yeah, I mean, baby Botox is definitely something that's still around and still really popular to do. And I think there's a whole kind of, how do I say, like glaze around it, that they think it's one thing, but it's literally the exact same as normal Botox. Okay. Essentially, it's just doing a smaller amount of it. And I think it's a hard kind of topic because it's leading people to get Botox done a lot younger than they need to get it done.
Okay. Yeah.
In general, Botox should only be done when necessary. If you do it too young and you keep doing it, by the time you actually need it, it's not going to work, essentially.
Yeah.
You become resilient to it. So I think a lot of people feel like it's the only way to improve their skin sometimes. It's a quick fix, really.
So baby Botox is essentially just a smaller amount of Botox.
Basically, it's
in
just
terms
small
of the
dose.
effects, is it like a weaker effect or it's just smaller
It's
amount?
just that they don't need it.
Oh, okay.
Essentially, they don't need it. So
Yeah.
they're coming in wanting baby Botox for a tiny little like wrinkle that is only there when they move their face.
Yeah, okay.
And it's like, if I add that tiny amount of Botox in, it's just going to be the exact same as when you just normally stay.
Yeah.
It's just because you're smiling or because you're happy. You're meant to have these expressions.
Yeah.
You know, especially at a younger age.
Yeah, I do feel like I've seen a lot of younger people starting treatments a lot earlier than, let's say, I'm a millennial.
Yeah.
I'm 30 soon. And honestly, when I was growing up, treatments weren't a thing. We barely just makeup.
I know.
And we barely wore that. Skincare was even really simple. Now you see the skincare out and they have more shelves than any other.
Yeah, and it's like that 11 step
Yeah,
skincare routine
exactly.
that they have no problems. They still have glass skin and they don't need it.
Yeah.
But it's all part of like playing into the marketing side, you know, in sense of the more the better. When necessarily, for me specifically, I always think less is better, especially after going through something like cystic acne. You end up learning. When I was younger, when I was having this cystic acne, I'd try new products every single week, spending so much money on different things, and then when I strip it back, that's when you see the best results, essentially, especially at a young age.
And in terms of the lemon bottle,
yes,
that was an interesting time.
Yeah.
Is that still a thing, do you think?
I think it's came out a lot. Like, we are a lot more out of that era.
Okay.
I think a lot of people have kind of realised that, one, it's not FDA approved. It's not something that's regulated. And
so just for our listeners, what exactly is FDA approved?
So FDA is essentially testing. So it needs to be going through a lot of different testing to be proved that, one, it works, that they're selling the correct thing and it's safe.
Yeah.
Really. So you have something called Aquilix, which has been around for a very long time. It's essentially what lemon bottle is, but it's actually tested. It has specific ingredients to it that will work and it is permanent. Whereas lemon bottle all of a sudden just came on the market.
Yeah.
And it's people
It
have
took
seen
over.
it. Yeah, it's like everything. Once someone does it and they put it online, then everyone wants it.
And you being a professional, how do you feel like that influences people's decision making?
Mainly when I see people coming in, they come in with these, in their opinions, big concerns, and then when you look at them from a professional point of view, it's very minor. You see it a lot, especially in terms of when we link back to maybe lemon bottle. A lot of people come into our clinic. Obviously, we are a doctor-led clinic in general. We wouldn't be offering something like that. They maybe decide not to go with us, and then they actually end up coming back after a couple of months needing to be fixed with something like Cool Sculpting or Aquilix further, and
from like having an adverse reaction elsewhere.
Exactly. Or they end up going to try and it obviously doesn't work, and then they coming back in and now either spending even more money. But it is all again about these trends.
Yeah, I do feel like it's like a never-ending cycle.
Yeah,
you come in to treat, maybe you have some extra fat in some areas, and then you maybe do treat the fat, and then you have loose, saggy skin, then you want to treat that, and then you have stretch marks and you want to treat, and it's like a never-ending cycle. What's your thoughts on that?
It's great in the sense of, because obviously it keeps my job going. Like, truthfully honest, like, I will never be out of a job. But even for myself, I would say you do get very sucked in. I saw it happen to myself, obviously, as I mentioned, like with the acne and the scarring. Even I had to pull myself back, and I had a complete year of no more treatments, and I've actually just started again yesterday.
She's back.
Like, literally yesterday.
What did you have done yesterday?
Picasure. So for pigmentation, yeah. Even although I'm like looking after my skin, SPF, obviously holidays, you get pigment.
Yeah.
My skin type, very prone to it. So I actually did that yesterday. So a little bit red today. But it's very common, you know, everybody will start off on one thing, either see a really good result or need further treatment, or they just decide like, oh, actually, I want to do this now. You end up overdoing it.
Yeah, I feel like it's really interesting that you mention that as an aesthetic practitioner, that you yourself get sucked in. In terms of social media, have you ever been influenced in social media?
Definitely. I mean, even for myself, our Instagram, I'm not gonna lie. Like every time I see the advert come on, Cool Sculpting, like I want it done. Like truthfully honest, I know I don't need it 100%. I'm still young, but it's something where you
Cool
keep
Sculpting,
seeing
fat freezing.
yeah,
right?
fat freezing 100%. But I think for me now at my age, in terms of like being in the industry, I'm quite aware in sense of it, and I think working in this environment, I'm very good at kind of holding myself back and being like, I don't necessarily need it. Back in the day, 100%. I mean, I got my lips done at 18. You know, obviously I wanted it done, I still get it done, but it's like as soon as I turned 18, I was like, yeah, I'm getting it done, you know.
And was that, where did you have the idea to have like lip fillers or anything? Where did you see that?
Yeah, I mean, my whole person I love is Kylie Jenner. Truthfully honest, like I still love her to this day, and it's like seeing someone like that, and you know, those big lips, that became such a big trend. Everyone was doing it. You look at yourself and you think, I need it, and you want to improve any little bit that you can. And I think for me as well, having quite bad acne at the time, I thought, okay, if I improve my lips, I'll feel better about myself.
Yeah.
And it did work a little bit, but you do
like
again.
It improved your confidence.
Yeah, like it did work, but I then was getting it done so often.
Yeah, okay.
You know, as often as I could. So then it did become an issue where I did have to get it dissolved. And truthfully honest, at such a young age, it's not good to be dissolving fillers in your face or anything like that, because it is going to implement your skin at the same time.
Okay, like your skin laxity or something.
Exactly. Yeah. So your skin's obviously built up with hyaluronic acid. The thing that filler's made of is hyaluronic acid, so when you dissolve the filler, you're also dissolving parts of your skin.
Oh, I did not know that. That's quite interesting. And just to circle back on something that you mentioned, the influence of like celebrity culture. Yes. Have you seen that much? Have you ever had a reference to a celebrity? I want this look, I want this like them, or a treatment that a celebrity's done and it's maybe gone viral, or it's in like the press, and you've seen an influx in terms of what people are coming in to get.
Yeah, definitely, 100%. I mean, you're getting a lot of these people as well nowadays with influencers, especially older influencers. Facelifts are really popular at the moment.
Okay. Kris Jenner,
Lindsay Lohan, they look amazing, and I have no issue with a facelift. I think I'll probably have one when I'm older.
Yeah,
because they're the best thing in the world when done correctly.
Investment.
But it's then becoming a thing where a lot of people come in expecting that result through non-surgical treatments, obviously.
Okay.
Similar with body transformations in sense of curviness. You're never going to get that same result.
I think that's especially true to the BBL culture. For instance, you can work out, you can have treatments done, like Cool Sculpting you mentioned earlier, Emsculpt. I'm sure there's like a whole range of treatments you can do to kind of help enhance your figure, but
you're never gonna get the same. You're never gonna get the same result. You're never gonna get that belly button. You know, that circle belly button. Like, unfortunately, not. It's always gonna be sad face belly button. Yeah, you know, truthfully honest, that's what we say.
I love that.
Like, bum's never gonna be that round, unfortunately. With someone who's a celebrity figure, obviously they're in the public. People are always gonna assume certain things about them, but they are still a person at the end of the day.
Yeah, I agree.
A lot of people. Everyday people would never go, oh yeah, I've had Cool Sculpting done.
Yeah.
Like, they will come in and get these non-surgical treatments, and they wouldn't tell a lot of people. They won't even tell sometimes their family. Yeah. You know, like even my mum would never told her I had lip filler. Yeah. You know, and she's still guessing to this day. Yeah. Part of it is we shouldn't expect them to say, because it is their private life. Even sometimes they'll come in, they'll say one thing to me, and I'm like, go, I've got more hair than you, or something like that, and I'm just like, no, like, or you know, it's when I'm looking at someone, I can think they're the prettiest girl in the world, but they will always be thinking one thing about themselves, you know, that they really dislike. And I think it is a case of, it's hard because although you're just a practitioner, a aesthetic practitioner, you're helping in that side of things, but you are kind of also a therapist. You have to talk to them, you have to set their expectations, you have to make sure that they know what they're getting into before they get into it.
And I know a lot of people are quite surprised when they come in for a treatment and they're told, oh, you actually need 3 to 6, 8, 10 sessions.
Yes, I think that's a big thing. I think a lot of people think it is, again, one session, done.
One and done.
Although, yes, there is some that are, but again, those are the ones that you're having to wait up to 9 months to see that final effect, you know, all
okay.
those collagen
So even
produced.
with like single session treatment, sometimes you still have to wait.
Yeah, like Endolift, Thermage, all of that, although yes, it's a really strong treatment, aggressive treatment in the moment, it's all collagen reproduction. That takes, you know, so long to give full effect. And then you have other treatments like the laser resurfacing. For myself, acne scars, I'm still doing it. You know, still not at my final end goal, and I've been doing it for like 2-3 years now. Yeah, so it is something that a lot of people need to
have in mind. Like, yeah. So something I wanted to speak to you a bit about is there's this thing where I feel everyone's comparing themselves to the same few faces online, especially with stuff like fillers. I feel like there's a look that's becoming really, really prominent.
Cheek filler, big thing, jaw filler, and when done correctly, people are looking very similar. When done wrong, you get that kind of boxy look, and I think that was such a big trend when it was overfilled. Another thing is you have obviously different cultural preferences, and in terms of where you are in the world and what is
like the beauty standards,
exactly what people see as beautiful. I mean, us here in like the Western culture, it is very that snatched look, tan skin, whereas you see in kind of Asian culture, it is very kind of looking more pale, looking younger, very kind of round face, like that apple kind of face. So it is dependent on where you are. Even myself, you know, being from Essex, it's very stereotypical, tanned, big lashes, lips, you know, that sort of thing, and I am a sucker for it as well.
Yeah, especially with the like the snatched jawline and stuff that I feel like was a recent thing for women.
Yeah.
Of course, that's always been a thing for like men, male beauty standards. But I'm seeing a lot more women wanting that really like sucked in jaw.
And you know what? I think that plays a part into like side profile. I think that's became so popular.
Really I have never thought about my side profile until TikTok told me to have a look.
It's literally side profile, the nose filler has become so big as well. Chin filler. Everyone wants that perfect side profile, but that's also because everyone's changing the way they take photos. Holiday pictures. You know, you're taking more candid photos than you
like
are.
Looking away into the sunset.
So you need to always be looking, and no matter what position you're in, people want to look the same.
You need to look perfect from all angles.
Exactly. Basically. You know, you would think before no one really cared what they look like from behind. Now I will get ready and I will take a photo of what I'm looking like from behind. Walk in, I need to be nothing showing.
What's behind me is none of my business. I can't see that.
But before I used to put messy bun up, like I wouldn't care what my hair looked like. Now it's like, you know,
it's stressful.
Yeah,
it's actually stressful. I do also feel like the snatched look on the face for women, I feel like it ages you.
Yeah, because you do look more hollow. Like I always say, it's Tim Burton look. You know, Tim Burton, the director. Like it is very Angelina Jolie.
When you take all that fat away, it kind of
like buccal fat removal.
Yes,
that's so big. Or Ozempic face. Ozempic face is a big thing.
I don't know exactly what. Is it just like a look that you have?
So it kind of like people say it's a bit more like the skeleton kind of face.
Okay, now you said it, I think I recognise. Like,
that's why when people, you see again, like people assuming online with celebrities, everything like that they're on the Ozempic.
And just to add to that as well, I know we spoke a bit about different beauty standards in different parts of the world, but there's like a celebrity culture. For example, there was a time when the BBL look was all the celebrities had like really, really small waist, wide hips, a big bum. And now we're going back to like the early 2000s looks when everyone's trying to look like really slim. We have celebrities like Meg Thee Stallion, for instance. She has like this really nice athletic look now. But a few years ago, she was the epitome of like
curve.
The curvy. The same with the Kardashians. We have Lizzo, who's lost a bunch of weight.
She looks great.
She looks amazing.
She looks great.
But
Rebel
it's just
Wilson,
interesting.
she lost so much weight.
Exactly. It's just so interesting to see how I feel like celebrities are always on the same wave, as in what's in and what's out and what's...
They must have a group chat, we're not in.
Yeah, we're not
100%.
We get the memo once to invite us in and we just follow after that.
No, you see so much of like people removing their BBLs nowadays, and you know what? I think it's great. You know, that natural look, the way you are is the best way, the way you were born. And obviously there's certain things in terms of acne, other things like that, you know, you give you more confidence, but the body you have is the perfect body. It fits you the best, you know?
I can say I do prefer the current era that we're in, just
Yeah.
because it's attainable to most people.
The clean
it's
girl.
attainable.
It's
yeah,
clean girl. It's very clean girl.
It's attainable.
And I think it's also like hard because you can see kind of even in the UK, there's people who are doing these treatments and they're not doctors.
Yeah.
There's a lot of kind of, you see online, liquid BBLs, you know, with the filler, and these are
that is just scary in itself. Like,
isn't
liquid,
it?
for me, that sounds like a really scary
yeah,
concept.
but it's crazy in general because people will go to these people who aren't doctors, who aren't even nurses, and will get these done. It's like as if they're getting done at the back of the car, out of the boot. But again, it's kind of that I want it and I want it bad. It's that body dysmorphia kind of thing.
I actually feel the opposite. I feel like a lot of people are not realizing.
Do you think?
Yeah. I think maybe we wouldn't know how many people get it done.
That's true.
If it goes well, you're not going to say.
I will say, like, I have seen a big shift though in the consultations of people coming in when they are wanting fillers, Botox, they are wanting it done by a doctor. They're asking me, is it done by the doctor?
That's amazing.
I think what's great is being, especially like a practitioner, is going into that consultation room with them, and the first thing is they are asking me, is it me who's performing it or is it a doctor?
Yeah,
and I can proudly say, oh, it's a doctor. It's not
you
me,
know, it's a doctor.
Like, babe, I won't touch you with no needle.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to either.
I think that's the positive side of social media, because of course we see like the pressure and the influence from getting treatments that turn out great, but we also see people showing the real reality of when it goes wrong, and filler is like a really big one. Like necrosis, is that what it is? But I've seen a few videos of that online and it is terrifying.
It's crazy, and that is life changing.
So what exactly is it?
So necrosis is essentially your skin cells are being eaten alive. So the easiest way to put it is like they're killing each other.
Wow.
Is the kind of easiest way.
And that's basically an adverse reaction to, like, is it where the filler was placed?
It can be anything. It can be from bad product. So it can be, you know, either expired or not real, anything like that. Placement a lot of the times as well. Especially when doing something like lip filler, there's so many arteries, so many kind of important points that you have to miss. Hitting one of those could lead to a lot of other things, blood clots, everything like that, loss of feeling, paralysed.
Wow.
So it's really important to make sure you know who you're going to. They are fully qualified. They've been doing it for a long time as well. I get a lot of people have to start out somewhere, but I do think when it is your face and when it's something that's essentially a permanent change, you need to be confident in who you're going to.
Yeah. And we do, honestly, we understand. Yes, we work in industry, but it's so easy to be influenced. There's so many stuff. Like, there's so many things that I want done. I've done a few things like some lasers, microneedling, that kind of thing, and there's always just more. My favorite treatment right now is actually Moxie.
I love the Moxie. Yes, I tried when we first got the machine. Yeah. It's amazing. It's also really fun to do. So
and it's safe.
Please come get it done with me. Yeah, it's really safe. Pretty much all skin types, any sort of issues. It's really good for that, like, kind of nice plump rejuvenation.
Yeah, I had glowing skin.
It's so good. I love it.
So yeah, there's some stuff that I absolutely love, but I also need to, as you said earlier, like, ground myself.
Yeah.
I don't need anything.
No, you look great.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
So like, I don't need anything. We don't need anything.
No.
But of course, you need to just be mindful. If you do want to get something done, just go to see licensed practitioners, preferably nurses, doctors. Just know what you're doing. Do a ton of research. I know we all want to feel beautiful. It's a lot of pressure right now with social media and just wanting to feel like you need to be perfect. And honestly, you do not.
No.
You do not. We
want it to stay.
But just, I feel like it's a lot of pressure. Like, even kids in like secondary school are finding out about treatments.
You know, drunk elephant retinol.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
With the dewy drops. That's.
I saw a TikTok. She couldn't have been more than like 14, 15, and she was like frowning, and she was literally frowning in the camera. She was like, "When can I start Botox? Like, I hate these."
It's crazy.
My heart broke just a little.
I know, it's really sad.
I love Botox, but my heart's broke.
No, it is. It's really sad, and I think a lot of people need to realise by the time they're at age to get it done, the whole trend's going to change anyways.
Yeah.
A lot of these things. I mean, Botox will be around forever.
Yeah.
I'm waiting till the day I can get it done.
Who knows? Who knows? One day it might be wrinkles on everything. You never know with this industry.
Wrinkles when I'm 80. Yeah, wrinkles when I'm 80. That's what I say. That's the one thing I don't want to ever change.
Yeah, okay.
So next year,
because collagen starts.
Exactly. So that's when you no longer produce your own collagen. You're starting to deprive. Personally, that easiest way to say it. So Botox is then good to use then. Again, if you need it, if you don't have static lines when you're not moving your face, then you don't need it. So
maybe I'm not. Am I a candidate?
No, honey, you look great.
Let's ignore that.
No, even like if, for example, you don't like it when you're moving your face and you have got these deep expressions and forehead lines, then yes, you can, but it's again unnecessary.
Yeah, no, I do get that. So we've spoken about trends, celebrity culture, social media influence, and all that stuff. So I'm curious. I'm interested to know, what do you think the next big trend is going to be in the beauty industry?
Ooh, well, right now, and what I can see will become even bigger is definitely polynucleotides, exosomes, salmon, basically.
Okay, like biohacking the skin. Yeah, I've seen a lot about that.
I think it's really popular, and even right now, hair stimulation with the exosomes. A lot of people are moving from PRP, like Dracula facial, which they get on the face, in the hair, and they're now looking in towards like the salmon, you know.
Dracula facial, why is that the one that Kim Kardashian had one, and that picture went viral.
Blew up, and I think a lot of people that still get it done to this day, but recently I think a lot of clients who I know are getting PRP are now like, oh, tell me a little bit more about the polynucleotides, you know. It is now that newer trend, and it's again a natural way to just boost your own kind of skin and your own glow to the face. So it's kind of
like kickstarting your body to get
essentially. Obviously, fish. It sounds so funny to say, like
salmon sperm. Just go ahead and say
I love and hate talking about it. Salmon sperm, salmon cells. Obviously, a fish in general, they can process their cells a lot quicker than us. They can heal a lot quicker than us. They can
rejuvenate,
essentially. So when we add it to our own skin, it's basically just speeding it up. It's what we call biostimulator. We're using it to attach to our own collagen, and we're speeding up the process. So it's great for under the eyes, around the skin, hair. It's going to give you that nutrients that you need to grow more hair. Wow. Although again, takes its time, it works.
Yeah, I've never tried it personally, but I've done a lot of research, and it seems like an amazing, especially exosomes. Yeah, it seems like an amazing, like, miracle product.
I know, it's great. I think give it another year, and it's going to be a lot big. It's going to be very big. It's going to be a staple in the beauty industry, very similar to PRP is, Dracula facial. It's obviously really big in Asia, and now it's came over to the Western side.
Yeah, did it kind of come from like Korean skin? Is there a link there?
Yeah, so it's very big there. I mean, a lot of people in Korea are using it combined with other treatments, you know. HIFU is very big there, so they've incorporated it with those treatments. Wow. Seen a big boost with it, and now I feel like we're trying to find our own way in how to use it. A lot of these clinics in the UK and in Western culture, and it's becoming a staple.
Amazing. Exosomes, I think that's going to be added to my list.
Yes. After the Moxie.
After Moxie and we can just before Botox.
Really, yes.
So it's been amazing having you on today, Diana. Hopefully we'll have you back again.
Thank you. I hope everyone wants me back.
Yeah. We'd love to have you back again for some more conversations. So thank you all for listening. And if you enjoyed today's episode, you can catch us on the 15th of every month, releasing new exciting episodes with amazing guests. See you guys. Bye.